Hello everybody, this is Albert with Green Tea House. I hope you're doing well today. Today we're going to talk about the importance of water when making a high quality tea. Now before we begin, I highly recommend you check out our back catalog of episodes, and I'll put some here in the banner notes. So I'm recording this in Rome's airport. I'm on my way to Istanbul, Turkey, my first time ever there. So I've been blessed to have been to Rome 3 times. Never been to Istanbul. It's one of my end of life places to visit given its history. So when I was here in Rome, I did bring some of my tea. I brought some pu'er, I brought some gyokuro green tea, but it just didn't taste as good. And why is that? And it reminded me of the importance of water. Water really is the soul of your tea. You think of the 2 most important components of a good, well-infused tea. We focus on the leaves quite a bit, which is important. The leaves are important. You want to get the best quality leaves that you can. But remember, the water is more important on many levels, and the water quality can affect the tea taste. I would tell you, if you have to look at which is more important, the water or the tea leaves, it really depends. I mean, you can do like a hyperbolic example, and if you're using water that is not potable, not drinkable, that's like sewage water, well, obviously the water is going to be more important because of possible microbial pathogens and infections that you can get from bad water. But assuming the water is potable, the ideal water really is, yes, very temperature dependent. We've talked about, and I'll put it up here, the importance of what temperature you steep your teas, and how steeping your teas at the wrong temperature, whether too hot or too low, can certainly damage your tea. But we need to look at the actual quality of the water. So the best tea will come from the best water. In my experience, the best water is going to be water that's been purified, meaning that there's a lot of chemicals and toxicants that we put in our water. If you live in a large city, the majority of you guys live in a large city, that water is going to be full of chlorine, radon 222, and fluoride, and other like minute trace minerals. Now, some of these minerals actually make water taste better, and that's fine. But a lot of them are these chemicals that are in there to help lessen the chance of the water getting bad. So that's the ostensible reason they put fluoride in the water and chlorine in the water. But if you use filtered water, the tea is going to taste better than if you're going to use standard water. And of course, a lot of times we don't really think about this because we're just filling it up from the faucet and whatnot, and then boiling the water. Well, the best water is going to have the perfect pH, and it's going to have the perfect level of alkalinity and acidity. And most of the time water is going to have that, but I would tell you, do not underestimate the importance of having good filtered water. So if money is not an object, I would tell you, and I would recommend that the least you can get one of those filters that you can kind of tap onto your faucet. Those are okay, but really you want to get good, clean filtered water that's going to be fluoride free and chlorine free and removes these chemicals. And there's a lot of them out on the market, and trust me, once you get your water as clean and as pristine as possible, it's going to affect the quality of your tea. And so you have to look at both components. You have to look at great tea leaves or tisane leaves themselves, but you got to look at the water, because the water is the soul of tea. So don't underestimate that, because even good quality tea leaves will be undermined by inferior grade water. And I can tell you, and if you flip it, do the kind of converse, you can have great purified water, but if you have crappy tea leaves, like we've talked about, if you've been watching these chronologically, if you've been using CTC black tea or crushed up crappy green tea from Lipton or Twinings or any of these, well, you know what? You can use the clearest, purest, most perfectly chemical balanced water, and your tea is going to be garbage. So most of you guys drink tea from home, so you can control the quality of the tea leaves by buying good quality tea leaves like ours. But yes, getting a good filter would make a world of difference. So I'd recommend that you do that. Guys, post in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, take care and God bless.